Welcome to the 1700's news. I'm Stephanda.
And I'm Ezekiel.
For this part of the show, we will be talking about the tax issue between the British and the colonies.
Yes, that is a big issue, Stephanda.
First, we will be talking about the Sugar Act.
Yes, it took place in 1764.
The British put taxes on sugar and molasses.
And other products shipped into the colonies.
Also, a year later, the Stamp Act took place.
It took place in the year 1765.
This act required all documents, such as newspapers,
And also contracts.
yes, they had to be written on special stamped paper.
Also, the colonies had to pay extra for the stamps.
It was passed by the British Parliament. Also, in 1767,
The Townshend Act took place.
the New York Assembly could not meet until they agreed to pay for troops in their homes,
It also placed import taxes on glass and paper.
in lead and tea.
The money raised paid the salaries of the governors.
And also officials in the colonies. Later,
The Tea Act took place.
this act gave British East India Company control over stuff.
Like trading over tea.
Yeah, colonists had to pay a high tax on tea.
This was also in 1773.
The same year, the Boston Tea Party took place.
On December 16th, 1773, a group of men dressed up like Indians,
They snuck onto 3 ships.
they dumped 342 crates of tea.
They were dumped into the Boston Harbor. A year later, the Intolerable Acts took place.
It was made to punish the Massachusetts.
It was a series of harsh laws.
It was made to punish the Massachusetts
They had to pay.
for the destroyed tea.
Also, other colonies tried to help. Go.
Taxation without representation is tyranny.
If this be treason, make the most of it.
The 1700's news will be back after these short messages.
Hi, drink tea. It's good for you. It tastes good. It's healthful for you. You can put the tea bags on your eyes and it gets rid of any dark circles. Drink tea.
I'm Stephanda.
And I'm Ezekiel too.
Ezekiel number 1 got in an accident. We don't know when he'll be back, but this is Ezekiel number 2 for now.
Hi.
Today's topic, we will be talking about the Battle of Lexington.
Yes, that is a very good battle.
It was the first battle of the Revolutionary War.
What about that second battle, Stephanda?
The second battle was the Battle of Concord.
For both of the battles, militia and Minutemen forced Britain to retreat.
That gave America a choice who to side with,
There were loyalists who were loyal to the king.
and patriots who were rebels who wanted independence.
How about that battle at Bunker Hill?
The militia controlled it, but British attacked.
Militia waited for British to charge.
That's right, and General William Prescott was the general of the militia, and he said,
Don't fire until you see the whites of their eyes.
the British ended up winning the battle. 1,000 British died, and 400 militia died.
What a battle.
Yes. The conflict? Yes, that's right. And how about the French and Indian War?
That took place between 1754 and 1763.
The conflict among Native Americans was the land and fur trade.
My parents own land.
It began as a war between France and Britain.
It was part of the 17-year wars.
France claims the western land.
British had a population of over 1 million people.
And New France had 80,000.
That was a fun topic, Shafonda.
Very fun, Ezekiel number 2.
Of course.
Are you sick of walking around in your bare feet? Do you get rocks and stones and everything stuck in between your toes? Well, try the shoe. With the shoe, you can run, you can walk, you can even hop. You can do whatever you want. Play with the kids, be the kid, and play with the parent. Do whatever you want, just do it in the shoe. Now let's start off this section of the news by talking about the British troops.
Yes, that is a very important topic, Shafonda.
How about the Quartering Act, Ezekiel?
That took place in 1765.
King George III placed 10,000 British troops in the colonists' homes.
I would not be very happy about that.
Me either.
How about that Boston Massacre?
That took place in 1768 through 1770.
Yes, that is a very important, Shafonda.
That was when 1,000 redcoats arrived in Boston.
They were under General Thomas Gage's orders.
That is right, Ezekiel. Also, a group of teenagers began to yell rude insults at the soldiers.
I would be mad if people were yelling rude insults at me.
The soldiers then opened fire at the teens, killing 5 of them.
That's insanium in the cranium, dog.
Yeah. The soldiers were charged with murder and found guilty.
Wow.
This trial was the first official sign of British tyranny.
How about the...
Intolerable acts.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say.
I know. They were made to punish the Massachusetts colony.
They had to house troops anywhere.
Yeah, and the British saved money from housing the troops.
Hi, drink tea. It's good.
Welcome back. Ezekiel number 2 got in an accident, so this is Ezekiel number 3 to take her place.
Hi.
Now we're about to share with you our last section of the day.
And that is miscellaneous.
The first thing we will talk about is the Declaratory Act.
That took place in 1766.
It was a law that said Parliament had the supreme authority to govern over the colonies.
And that is very interesting.
Next we have Pontiac's Rebellion.
Pontiac was an Indian.
The Native Americans attacked and destroyed British forts after British refused to give them supplies,
which caused the British to issue the Proclamation of 1763.
Colonists could not settle west of the Proclamation line.
That took place in 1763.
Good day.
Good night.